Alright, and hello again, PBA Geometry class. We are looking at Chapter 11, Section 2. Just looking and glancing at it quickly, you've got multiple formulas talking about three different types of figures that are somewhat confusing. But realistically, it is just working off of the rectangle with bases and heights. It's just more formulas that you got to work with, more formulas that you got to pay attention to, and the math on it is relatively easy. The memorization of working with them is the problem. You've got to make sure you know how to do these. So for a trapezoid, the formula for a trapezoid is 1/2 times your height times the base 1 added to base 2. So if we look at this first one here, we have a base 1 and a base 2, and then this is our height here. Doesn't matter about that slanted side, because what we're going to do is we're going to add the two bases, add 6 and 8, then multiply it times 4 and divide it in half. Basically what we're doing is we're extending this out and doing a flipped version and finding out the whole thing and dividing it in half. So we got 1/2 times 4 times 8 plus 6. Alright, so that's our formula. 1/2 times our height times our base plus base. 1/2 of 4 is 2. 8 plus 6 is 14. 2 times 14 is 28. Simple math, just you got to figure out the formula. So our area for that trapezoid is 28 on our guided practice. Now we go on to our kite. Same thing. We're working with 1/2, and it's going to give distance 1 and distance 2, which you can think of it somewhat as a base 1 and a base 2. You have these marks here are telling you that the length of this kite is 14. So that is one of our distances. So we got 1/2 times distance 1. And this right here, this line going across, is telling us that's our distance there. So that's our distance 2. So we have 1/2 of 14 times 6. So 14 times 6 gives us 84. 1/2 of 84 is 42. So our area for this kite is 42. And as we go on to our rhombus here, it's the same formula as you have for the kite. 1/2, distance 1 and distance 2. Now on this one, it is a little bit trickier. These lines right here, there we go, those lines right there are telling us that from here to here is 40. That's not the whole distance. That means there's another 40 right there. And if we have 30 going from here to here, there's going to be a 30 right there. That is our distance. So we have 1/2, 40, no, we don't have 40, we have 80. We don't have 30, we have 60. 80 times 60 is 4,800 times 1/2. 1/2 of 4,800 is 2,400. That is the area there. So sometimes they're going to give you 80, and sometimes they're going to give you just a mark of 40. You have to pay attention to what is given to you. So you got to be able to figure that out. You know, shortcut, if your mind's working, you could just throw that as 40 times 30 and multiply it times. You got to work 40, 30. You got to find the length, the whole distance, not a half distance, which it gave you there. In some problems, it's going to give you the whole. Some problems, it's going to give you the half. You have to pay attention to what is working. Alright, so there you have it. You have 3 of the answers that you're going to have to put on your classwork you got to turn in already given to you. Just a couple more for those guided practices that you have to do on your own for Section 11.2. And then you can take these and how you do these principles and apply it to your work that you could turn in on Thursday as well. Technically, you turn it in on Friday, but it's Thursday's work. So this is how you do it. You got to make sure you got those two formulas. The kite and the rhombus are the same. 1/2 distance 1 times the distance 2. And then on the trapezoid, it's 1/2 times your height. And then you'll add the two bases together and multiply that times 1/2 your height. Okay, so have fun with that, and I will see y'all later.